You know that feeling when you're doing all the right things, but something still feels off. You're posting consistently, you're showing up, you're working hard, but you're still exhausted. And not the good kind of tired, but the kind that makes you wonder if you've missed God somewhere along the way. Here's what I think might be happening: you're building someone else's dream. And today, I want to share with you three signs that can get you back on track. The first sign: you're energized by the idea of the business, but drained by the actual work of it. Like, the vision sounds amazing when you talk about it, but when you sit down to do the work, it feels like you're pushing a boulder uphill. And here's why that matters. When God calls you to do something, the work might still feel a bit hard, but it's the kind of hard that fuels you, not deplete you. You might be tired by the end of the day, but you're not soul tired. If you're constantly forcing yourself to do work that doesn't fit how God wired you, if you're copying someone else's business model because it worked for them, you're going to burn out because their calling isn't your calling. And sign number two: you're chasing metrics that don't actually matter to you. You're obsessed over follower counts, email list size, revenue goals, because that's what everyone else is measuring. Here's the question: why do those numbers matter? Is it because God told you to reach 10,000 followers, or because some guru said that this is what success looks like? And I'm not saying that metrics don't matter, because I honestly think that they do. But which metric matters depends on your assignment. If God called you to go deep with a small group per se, you don't need 100,000 followers. And if He called you to write, you don't need to be doing a video every day. When you're building someone else's dream, you're measuring success by their standards, and you never feel like you're winning. Now, sign number three, and this is a big one: you can't explain your why without sounding like someone else. When you're building someone else's dream, you sound like them because you're using their language, their framework, and their why. But when you're building your dream, the one that God gave you, you can articulate it clearly, confidently, and be specific in a way that is unmistakably yours. So why does this happen? Why do we end up building someone else's dream? Usually it's one of three things, I believe. One, we saw someone else succeed and we thought, well, if I do what they do, then I will succeed too. But their path isn't yours. Number two, you never really took the time to ask God, what do you want me to build? We just assumed we knew, and we were eager to just get started. And number three, we're afraid that our real calling isn't really marketable enough. So we water it down, we make it sound like what's already working for other people. And in doing that, we lose what makes us unique. So here's the good news: you can get back on track. But it starts with this question: God, what did you call me to do? Not them, but me? And then you sit in that question. You don't rush it. You ask, who specifically am I called to serve? What transformation am I uniquely equipped to facilitate? What gifts, experiences, or perspective has God given me that no one else has? This is what I call your divine assignment. It's not someone else's business model with your name on it. It's the specific work God designed you to do. And when you're building that, the work still is hard, but it doesn't drain you in the same way because you're finally building something that fits.